Welcome to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So this is the character that I'm going to be playing as in this Let's Play series. And if you want to have a look at how I built the character, there is a guide posted on the channel that you can have a look at the nitty-gritty details of how I did this. Now, if you haven't watched either of the other videos, I would like to offer a thank you so much to Owlcat Games for providing me with a free game key. And also, if you are interested in buying the game, you will find various links to the various storefronts that sell the game in the description below the video. With that said, let's go into the game, because I am quite eager to start our adventures.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Make room, everyone! Step back! Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard, take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
So apparently that didn't work as well as expected. Water!
You will have water as soon as we heal your wounds. My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev!
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
Oh my.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I'm Caledron.
That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you then? What's your business in the city?
Interrogating someone who is wounded, okay.
My dear Prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on, I'll take care of him.
Apparently this lady agrees.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Canabris is apparently a city of glory, but not one of spotless virtue. Until the first Mendevian crusade, it was a small town perched atop a bluff overlooking the West Selen River. During the final dark days of Sarkoris, hysterical refugees splashed across the river and sought safety behind the walls of Canabris. At first, these refugees were allowed in unquestioningly, However, a Lilitu demon named Minago entered Canabras magically disguised as a refugee, and once inside the town's wall, she revealed her true form and slaughtered dozens of citizens before vanishing in a cloud of greasy black smoke. After the Red Morning Massacre, as it was called, Canabras refused entrance to any except those who could demonstrate direst need. Individuals who fell under suspicion were turned away or executed on the spot. Canabras became known as a safe but suspicious city. By the time of the Second Crusade, the leaders of Canabras agreed to house one of the ward stones to guard against the demonic hordes pouring from the Worldwound. This act assured Canabras' role as a strategically vital city, key to the defense of Mendev. This Worldwound kind of reminds me of Warhammer, slightly.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Can I go? That was a bizarre thing to be able to ask.
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Indeed. So, we got a quest. Canabras is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On the one side, the ordinary world inhabited by ordinary people, and on the other, the Worldwound, the demon's foothold on Golarion. Heroes from across the world flock to Canabras to aid the Crusader cause. The protracted war offers little cause for celebration, but today is the anniversary of the city's founding. For today, the city's main square has been cleared of marching troops and given over to performers and carnival games. The townsfolk deserve the chance to forget about the bloodshed, if only for a day. Have fun! You've got to take a break from fighting sometime. The square is packed with numerous entertainments. Time to set aside thoughts of war and enjoy. So we are supposed to sample the special festival drink, throw the dart at the target, and hit the mannequin. Okay. So this festival square is rather large. Stood strong for another year. Wow, okay, there's a lot of things here, but apparently there's something to interact with here. I love a drink, me, especially when the city's footing the bill. What do you say, another round? Yeah, there is a lot of people around here. And by the way, holding down tab lets you see things like this. Oh, there's something. A bullseye, apparently. Well then. Oh dear.
gods, behold Iomade, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
This doesn't look too promising.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Hello. Right, okay.
Let the feast begin.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Interesting, a guard that wants to flee. I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Yeah, well, Who is Discari?
You must have got a good drubbing around the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
I'll just leave that there so you can read it. What is the situation in the city?
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
So we can either try to escape or we can fight the demons, but I feel that trying to escape would be kind of cowardly, so care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Uh-huh.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Yeah. I'll do my best. Okay.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
I was braver than I anticipated.
Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
That was a very pleasant voice actor. The festival organized to raise the spirits of the city has ended in death and destruction. Those lucky enough to survive ended up in the ancient catacombs beneath Canabras. Catacombs in which, so the rumors say, live a brood of bloodthirsty humanoid creatures. Our quest is to find other survivors. One strike of the Demon Lord's titanic scythe and the merriment turned to terror, and toasts of celebration turned to moans of the dying. For those lucky enough to survive the calamity, it makes sense to seek out fellow travelers in this misfortune. Right, okay. There's someone down here.
Oh, holy mother of...
A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders. Keep in mind, I will not be reading out this text if it is in the middle of two statements, so you'll have to read that yourself if it isn't at the end like this.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
That's a good question.
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Now, the only thing we could actually get a good roll on here is the evil choice. I don't think we're going to pick that. Knowledge World, we have 2. Athletics, -1. Why should we help her? That's a rather silly question. So let's just try this. We don't have to rely on brute strength for this. I will try to find something to use as a lever. So we need to roll a 10 or greater on the dice. That would be in a d20, by the way. Failed. Either the sticks you found aren't suitable, or you're just not using them correctly, but your efforts come to nothing.
I don't think you're gonna get anywhere with that. Why don't I just...
Using all of her strength, the knight moves the boulder and drags the wounded woman out from under the rubble. After making sure her charge is all right, the knight allows herself to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her brow.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
You make a fair point there, Anevia.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
This Wardstone, the Wardstones are a chain of powerful artifacts keeping the Worldwound's expansion at bay. The first and greatest in the chain was erected in the city of Canabres by the hand of the inheritor himself, a golden-winged angel sent by the goddess Iomade.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
There are many options here. Could go with the simple one. My name is Caledon. But I think I'll go with this one. I am led by destiny. I don't know why fate has brought me here, but I feel it was not by chance.
Destiny is destiny. So it's either one or the other. Either fate is having a right old laugh at your expense, or Lady Luck sent you to us for a reason.
Fate isn't what brought us here, and fate won't get us out either.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Yeah.
To summarize, there are 3 of us, with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Indeed. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Pathfinder, the controls of the game here is very similar to the old one. We're going to enable turn-based mode. If it's black, it is disabled. You have various controls down here. Character gives you this, and you can also get to the various options that you also have on the hotbar down here from that one. Inspect a creature, okay. You can set a formation, but the game now has an optimal auto formation, which is to have her at the front and the sorcerer in the back, which is exactly what I prefer. So that is what I would do myself. So let's have a little walk around here. But we might want to select all. Look, Halloran put all of the confiscated weapons in this chest. Take a look. Maybe your things survived the fall. Loot. Ah, that's nice. The inventory is there. She has a longsword and a heavy shield and a banded mail. She also has a short bow and an ever-burning torch. So we want to equip a light crossbow. That gives us a little bit of attack, and this gives the wearer a +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws. That's nice. They also have added so that if you put on a piece of equipment that overlaps with another piece of equipment, it'll show an exclamation point or something up in the corner. So that's quite nice. There's some more loot over here. Terendelev's Scale. That seems to be a raise dead spell through a dragon scale.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human. I think that was the rather arrogant woman who didn't want to be an errand messenger or something up in the festival square.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Terendelev.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Discari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
Anevia shakes her head.
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell us, or tell me more about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
She touches the polished snake skull amulet that hangs around her neck. Now that doesn't sound suspicious whatsoever, huh? What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
That also sounds suspicious based on the former information.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Exactly.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Well, do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Well, we need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Yes.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
I suppose you're right there. He has a masterwork dagger, which I don't think we need. Control A to select all characters, so that's easy. Unable to identify amulet. Amulet? So she has an amulet that we cannot identify. And we cannot take it off either. Her alignment is undetectable. Usually this indicates that the character is enchanted or possesses an enchanted item that interferes with the determination of the alignment. Right, okay. That doesn't sound promising. Paladin, of course, is lawful good. Ah, there is something over there.
Our duty calls.
Let's see if we can't do... I can attack it with my crossbow.
Save the last one for me.
This is a tutorial for how the turn-based mode works, how the actions work, and continues on the actions, and then the 5-foot step and free and swift actions. I don't need to see this tutorial. So Sela... Well, actually, I seem to have killed the poor thing. But there might be something else around here since... Yeah, there's another giant centipede. We're out of moves currently, so... I would like to do a 5-foot step, but... It seems to be red no matter what I do. I think it's too far away. Oh, he does it himself. Excellent. Now I want her to move all the way up because there's another one there, and I'd rather have her attacked than... whatever her name was. I mean, she's the tank. Miss Camellia. Yeah. Can you attack that thing? No, I don't think you can.
Forwards!
There we go.
Into the fray!
And we missed. But so did that, so that's good. There we go. Oh, there's something to loot here. There is a padded armor, a little bit of gold, and a bottle of oil. And there's another dragon scale. That's nice.
Follow my steps.
Do not fear!
And that looks like an interesting creature. It's a giant fly. Nice. I can move up to it, but I don't think I can attack it. No.
Guide my blade!
Let's heal her. Missed, good.
Attack!
Move a little bit closer.
The light take you!
And it's deaded. Good. This path leads downwards, so... Ah, there's another giant centipede.
Together,
Move there, and you shoot.
And I enjoy it.
we are the light. They are the darkness.
There must be something more down here, so let's just move downwards slowly. Anivia is coming too, it would seem. Yeah, it's something over there. It's another giant centipede. Can I put you in guard mode? Let's put you in fighting defensively. Makes it harder to hit her.
Rely on me.
Plus 2 dodge bonus and plus 3 if you have 3 or more ranks in mobility, which she doesn't have. But you take a -4 penalty on attack rolls, so there is a malus to that. Scroll of inflict light wounds, some healing potions, gold, and braces of armor +1. Can you use those? Yeah, you probably could, but I don't think... No, it's gonna show an exclamation mark because these two are now conflicting, so she doesn't get any bonus from that. Do you? Nope. Well, I suppose we could... No, because this gives a luck bonus to armor class and then also to each of the saving throws. So this one is actually worse than that one. Alright. Let's move the other way then.
Let's head out.
There's another giant fly.
I shall not fail. Aim carefully.
They will break against our resolve.
Whooping 2 damage, but at least he hits. That's something. Move there. Try to be a more interesting target for the fly, will you, Sela? I don't think I want to move you.
Forwards!
She doesn't really have that much hit points with 11, although she does have more than Caledon does.
Into the fray!
Ooh. It only did 1 damage, so that's good, but it actually hit. Rolled a 20, so... Very good.
A solid plan.
We missed.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You are today's sacrifice!
Doing some damage here.
Attack!
There we go, that's better. There's some loot here. Seems to be some cooking ingredients and some alchemy ingredients.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Let's move there. Whatever this is. A monitor lizard, okay. It's coming from Zila, that's good.
The light, take you!
I don't expect she will hit very often when she is in defensive mode, but I'd rather have her in defensive mode.
Go for their hearts!
Into the fray!
At least until we are a couple of levels higher.
Forwards!
I'll cut you wide open!
No glory without risk!
Come on, guys, you can do this.
A solid plan.
This one was tougher than the other ones, apparently. There we go. And it has a monitor lizard scale. Oh, there's someone here.
Let us be careful.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wenduok!
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
She looks even weirder. Yeah, like a cross between a cat and a spider.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Demons are laying waste to Canabras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
Whatever the shield maze is.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
Yeah.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
I wonder what that could be an abbreviation for.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I have never heard of underground crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
Oh dear.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short, our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else, and that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What exactly are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Sol, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
Okay.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Right, these guys are a bit weird. Wenduag shrugs and turns away. Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wenduag too much.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
She seems passionate enough. A sword of holy flame? How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
That's an interesting time measurement unit.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Thank you.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Yeah, I know someone who would like this fellow.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I will help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Yeah. Wally? Yep. I don't need to say more than that.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
She's very eager.
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Devoured by darkness. Even at the best of times, the caves beneath Canabras have always been considered a deadly trap. But now that the earth tremors have collapsed many of the passages, it will take a miracle for those swallowed by the darkness to find their way back to the light. more people who pitch in to help look for the sword in the collapsed cave, the sooner the mongrels will show the way back to the surface. However, I think that we are going to saving the game. Saving game is impossible. That doesn't seem like a good thing. There we go. Game quick saved. So I think that we'll end the episode here. And I hope that you enjoyed the episode so far. Storyline seems pretty intense. I mean, I wasn't really prepared for that intro, although I did see it when I tested the game earlier. But when I saw it the first time, I was like, okay, well then. Like, I didn't foresee the dragon just, oop, gone, that's that, and then you're down here. So, it will be interesting to see how this story unfolds. But for now, if you do have any questions and or comments, please do feel free to leave those in the comment section, of course. And you can also join us in the Discord server. There is a dedicated channel for the Pathfinder games there now, which I created in celebration of this game being released. And as I've also mentioned in my character build guide, if you do have any good suggestions for character builds, then do feel free to chuck them my way, and I will have a look at them and maybe even make a video based on your build, where I, of course, will credit you for the build. But for now, thank you all so very much for joining me, and I will be seeing you all in the next episode.